Finally, the final episode of Attack on Titan is here. Here we go! Ladies and gentlemen, we all got what we finally wanted. We got the ending of Attack on Titan. But at what cost? So as most of you guys know, Attack on Titan has finally finished, and the ending was... wow. There's no real words to properly describe how fucking amazing that anime was. The ending, in my opinion, perfect. Perfect. It was tragically beautiful. And I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on the ending. I know a lot of people... for some reason, a lot of people were expecting a happy ending. Like, are we watching the same anime? Have we been watching the same? There's nothing happy in the show. The show is supposed to be like a tragedy. Like, the story is tragic. There is no happy ending in this story, and that's just the beauty of it. Not every story has to have a happy ending. This story kept it real, and again, that's why it's so tragically beautiful. Because at the beginning of the anime, you kind of should have expected that this is not going to be a happy anime. There's not a single episode in the entire show that makes you think it's a happy anime. And I think it ended off perfectly. It did exactly what it needed to do. It answered all the important questions that we had about the show. Man, I honestly could not think of a better ending. I think it was perfect. Tragically beautiful, and just... I have no complaints. I really have no complaints. I know a lot of people did. And I can understand some of the complaints they had about the ending. For example, you know, a lot of people were trying to say, like, Eren pretty much did all of it for what? If in the end the history repeats itself. But that's literally the message. It doesn't matter what you do now, history will always repeat itself. Now, I think I might have a bit of a bias towards the show because I literally started watching the show as it came out. So it's been like 10 years of me watching and keeping up with the show. So I'm obviously going to be a little bit more emotionally attached to the show than people that probably started maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Growing up with this anime, because I literally watched this, I started watching Attack on Titan when I was a kid, and I finished it as an adult. Obviously, I'm going to be very emotionally attached to the show, but I don't even think I don't even think that's why I think the show was so amazing. The show really just takes you on a ride. It takes you on a journey, and the ending really just wrapped it all and just tossed it everywhere, if that makes sense. Like, again, I just personally think that the ending was amazing. From the beginning, we kind of learned that the objective of the main character, Eren, is to be free. He wanted to obtain freedom. And we see how much he tries to obtain this freedom. And in the end, we kind of learned that Eren figured out, because he can see through the future and the past, Eren came to the conclusion and found out the truth that no matter what he does, he'll never be free. He'll never be free because that's the future that's been written for him. He cannot change his destiny. You know, the one thing Eren wanted, he couldn't achieve. So instead, what he tried to do instead is, if he couldn't be free, at least he will try to make sure that his friends are going to be free. And that he did. You know, at the end of the day, he obtained his goal. He wanted freedom for his friends. He wanted his friends to live a happy life. And a lot of people were like, oh, why did Eren do all of this stuff if there was still going to be war, if the whole island got nuked anyways in the future? I don't think Eren's goal was like peace for eternity. I think all he really wanted was that his friends live a peaceful life, not trapped inside the walls, not have to worry about titans. They get to live a long, full life. And they did. They all did. Mikasa, Armin, Levi, John, Coney, Reiner, all those guys lived a full, long life. They grew old. They didn't have to worry about titans. There was no walls keeping them caged up. They lived a perfect life in the end. And I think that's all that Eren wanted, especially when he realized that he would never be able to be free. So if he can't be free, at least the people that he cares about the most can be free. And he did that. And in my opinion, that's the beauty of Eren's character, is he in a way obtained freedom by seeing his friends be free. And I think that's beautiful. I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be corny or anything. I think that shit was beautiful, man. And, a lot of people have their opinions on Eren, if he's a good character, if he's a bad character. I don't think that matters. I don't think in the show there is any good side or bad side. A lot of people try to say that the Marleans were evil, but the same thing can be said about the Eldians. So there is no real good side in this story. That's the beauty of it. It kind of shows that justice or the good side is very subjective. Whatever side you grow up in or you live in is probably the side that you're gonna think is the right side, right? At the end of the day, neither are right or wrong. They've both done evil things to each other, and they both have innocent people on both sides. So there is no good or bad side. Now, obviously, a lot of people will say, like, hey, Eren wiped out 80% of humanity. That's pretty bad. I mean, yeah, it is, but bro, like, he did it for Mikasa. Like, yo, If I had a girl like Mikasa, bro, if it was for Mikasa, honestly, Eren's better than me, bro. 80%, bro, if it was for Mikasa, bro, I would have fucking 110% of humanity would have been wiped out twice just for Mikasa. Are you crazy? Eren better than me. Y'all lucky I'm not the founder Titan, because, gone. Y'all, everybody would be gone. It would just be me and Mikasa. But yeah, man, I'm so happy the way it ended. I think it is one of the greatest animes I've ever watched. And listen, I've watched hundreds and hundreds of anime throughout my entire life. I've been watching anime for almost 2 decades now, almost. You know what I'm saying? I've seen many animes, and a lot of them are good, man. Don't get it wrong, but Attack on Titan, is it the best anime of all time? I don't know. I haven't seen every single anime to be able to say that, but it is definitely one of the most greatest animes I've ever watched. It's definitely one of the most beautiful written animes I've ever watched, filled with a billion plot twists. Is it a happy anime? Hell no, there's nothing happy about the anime, but that's the beauty of it. It's real. You know, life is not sunshine and rainbows. It's real. You know what I'm saying? And it kept the story beautiful. It kept the story tragic, and that's why I think it's a tragically beautiful story, and it had the perfect ending. And I literally don't want any difference in that ending. I think the way it ended was perfect. I have no complaints. Hajime Isayama did an amazing job with Attack on Titan. I literally got no complaints, man. That show was just beautiful, and while everyone does have a sad reaction to the ending, because I mean, how can you not? You grow to love these characters, you grow to love the journey, and you know, we all memed the fact that there's like 1 billion final seasons, and you know, final season part 1, part 2, and we kept memeing it. But at the end of the day, when the final episode did come out, we kind of wished there was more final season parts 47. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wanted the show to come to an end, but you know, once it came to an end, we kind of realized, like, fuck, it's really done, isn't it? And the journey is really over. You know, I don't want to spoil the ending. I'm not gonna really talk about what happened in the anime. I'm just kind of rambling about my thoughts about it. I fucking love it. And you know, a show is good when it leaves you in this like weird depression once the show is done. And that's kind of where like every Attack on Titan fan is at right now. We're all kind of going through this weird post depression of the show, and we're just like, fuck, now what? I know, like, I'm literally scrolling through my TikTok or Twitter, and the second I see like any clips from the ending, I just get so sad and I scroll away. And I think that just shows how good the show was, how much of an impact it left, that we genuinely felt like we were part of the story, and now that it's over, we feel like there's something missing, if that makes sense. I'm just happy I got to experience the story. I'm happy that I got to experience Attack on Titan from the beginning when it first came out till now. It's been a journey, and I'm so satisfied with the show. A lot of people have their opinions. You know, some people don't like it, some people do like it. Personally, for me, it was amazing. It's one of the greatest animes ever written, in my opinion. I think this will go down in history as one of the best animes and stories written in general. I think Isayama did an amazing job. He will definitely be remembered as one of the greatest mangakas of all time. And yeah, man, what a story. What a beautiful, tragic story Attack on Titan was. And you know, what a character Eren was. What a character Levi, Mikasa, Armin. So much depth to every character, and just beautiful, man. I'm genuinely so happy with it. I'm so satisfied. As a fan of Attack on Titan, I'm satisfied 100%, and I'm just happy. I'm happy with the way it ended. I am obviously a little bit sad because it ended and how it ended, but I think it's perfect. I think it ended perfectly. It did what it needed to do. It did it perfectly, and I'm just satisfied, man. And it just made me realize why I love anime. Why watching anime is so fucking amazing and so dope, and just... man, I'm excited. I hope one day we can experience another anime similar to Attack on Titan. I don't know if that day will ever come, but I do hope it does. For now, Attack on Titan definitely has cemented itself as one of the greatest written animes of all time. As fans of Attack on Titan, we all owe Isayama a huge thank you for letting us experience his amazing story. I genuinely think it was one of the most beautiful, tragic animes of all time. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. If you guys want me to go more in depth of the ending, if you want me to talk a little bit more, you know, specifically about the anime, this is just kind of me sharing my opinions, to be honest. But if you guys want to see a more in-depth video on the ending, please let me know. I don't want to spoil too much, just in case some of y'all haven't watched it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and let me know what more content you guys want to see. Let me know if you guys like the anime content. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, and goodbye.